Download the BCSN Plus app today.
Guess who's back? Back again, and tell a friend. It's Woznicki with the Toledoans. Brad, thanks so much for coming in today to talk some baseball.
Thank you for having me, as always.
Let's hop right into it. An 8-game win streak for the Toledo Mud Hens coming into this series.
Yeah, and now the Mud Hens have won 10 of their last 12 games. Really impressive from the Mud Hens, especially from their bullpen with what they did this past week. The Mud Hens, they're finding their groove right now as far as all-around play. You're getting solid pitching, you're getting good defense, and well-timed offense.
Well-timed offense, indeed. Akil Baddoo still doing what he does every single game. The bat was awake this week.
Well, the home runs, period, for the Detroit Tigers organization, they were there. You talk about the Tigers over the last week, 20 home runs, while the Mud Hens come up with 11 home runs of their own in this past series, including the last 3 games, hitting 8 of those 11 home runs. Akil Baddoo, he had an excellent Saturday, of course, with 2 long balls. His first home run was the hardest hit home run by a Mud Hen hitter this season, 111 miles per hour off the bat. And then his second home run, the farthest hit home run for a Mud Hens hitter this season at 461 feet. Andrew Navigato, also a guy out a couple of home runs this past week.
Yeah, and let's talk about some pitching performances from the mound. A new debut, and the Mud Hens start to get it done at the back half of the series.
Yeah, that's where the bullpen came into play in this series. You talk about the Mud Hens bullpen, they only allowed 5 earned runs all week. And one guy you take note of, Nick Margavicic, who made his Mud Hens debut this season on Saturday after that hour and 45-minute rain delay. He comes in, throws 5 innings, only allows 4 hits, did not walk a batter. Very impressive, and it was exactly what the Mud Hens needed after that rain delay. And then Jordan Balazovic continues to be excellent, whether it's 2, 3 innings that he's working out there on the mound. He's now gone 18 1/3 and only allowed 1 earned run.
All right, now let's turn the page forward. The Iowa Cubs coming to town. They were here earlier this year, but this is a different Toledo Mud Hens team that they're coming to face.
Yeah, this is a more aggressive Toledo Mud Hens team. They're more aggressive on the bases, putting more pressure on pitchers, putting more pressure on the defenses. And, we have a guy like Akil Baddoo, who we were just talking about. He was not with us the first time around against the Iowa Cubs. I know Brewer Hicklin's been at the top of that lineup, finding different ways to get on base. So if the Mud Hens continue to play clean baseball and be aggressive on the bases, you like their chances against a team that took 4 out of 6 the first time.
They also need to get some quality performances from the mound as well.
Yeah, there was a couple of rough outings this last series for the Mud Hens when Cater Montero wasn't the Cater Montero that we've seen. He went 5 innings but allowed 5 earned runs in his last outing. And then Lyle Lockhart, he had a nice stretch where he was going at least 5 innings, start after start. His last outing just 2 2/3, and he allowed multiple runs. It just didn't put the Mud Hens in a good position early. And I told you earlier before we went on the fact that whoever came out to score first in this past series went on to win the ball game. So we'll see if that trend continues.
Quality performance from the mound from Brad Woznicki today. Brad, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you again.